I got a question recently and it asked me, how do you maintain your weight loss results? And so I have a couple of thoughts on that. And the first one is that when you start with any weight loss plan, you have to know that the results are going to last as long as the healthy habits you choose that you're making to get there, right? All of the habits that kind of build up so that you can achieve your weight loss goal are all going to have to still be in play for you to maintain it. So coming up with a plan that is maintainable for you from the start is really that's really how you do this. Instead of saying that you're going to follow somebody else's diet plan where you're going to do keto or paleo or whatever, you might experiment with those things, but you're not making them, you're not making being the best paleo dieter, being the best ketoer your goal, right? You're keeping the perspective in mind that you want this to be long-term. You want to be able to sustain these results. So maybe you don't go full into keto, but you do keto-ish, right? You make it so that it works for you to begin with. And yeah, maybe that means you lose weight a little bit slower, but it gives you a chance to actually turn all of those actions into habits, right? Because if you do a 12-week or you do like a 21-day cleanse or whatever the case may be, you do some type of 3-week or 4-week program or something, well, yeah, maybe you were exercising and eating super clean and getting all your sleep and doing all those super important things for, the 3 weeks, but as soon as you stop doing them, that weight is going to creep back on. So if those things aren't sustainable for you to do long term, then you can't expect that the results are going to be. So that means that instead of jumping on the 21 days, maybe you say, okay, for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to plan on getting just 1 extra hour of sleep a day, or I'm going to look at one of my meals this week and see if I can make some smarter choices about that, right? Because that's way more doable. Can you do that no matter what forever? Yeah, you can. And as that becomes more second nature to you, then you can add in another meal. Then you can start looking at other things, right? So same for movement. Maybe you don't start out doing CrossFit 5 days a week, okay? Maybe you start out walking. Maybe you start out, boating or rowing or gardening or something like that, some kind of intentional movement that is closer to where you're starting, right? So you know that you can keep it in your life, okay? If you go to the ultimate extreme and achieve your results that way, well, then you kind of know that you have to maintain that to maintain your results, right? So that's the expectation. So the other comment I would make is if you have achieved your weight loss goal and you know what your calorie intake is, I would do a little bit of a reverse diet with my clients, because I would know that we have been eating mostly in a calorie deficit. That's how you achieved your goal, right? That's how you lost the weight. And chances are we can reverse you a little bit, meaning that we can slowly add in more food without you regaining any of your weight. That way it is easier for you to, again, maintain your results, right? It's much easier to maintain results at 2,000 calories a day than 1,600 calories a day. And that is truly achievable for most people. Most people, when they get to their goal weight, are able to eat more as long as they're smart about it, right? Because a lot of times what happens is people then they have a super low intake, they hit this wall with the diet, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to reverse diet, and so the pendulum swings the other way and they start binging, they start doing some of their old eating habits again, and they put the weight back on. That's not what we do with a reverse diet. We do it really smartly. We pick high quality foods. That way you have more flexibility forever for you to maintain your current weight. So those are kind of my thoughts on this. If you are in that position and you need some help, then please reach out to me. I would love to help out. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome day and awesome night. I will see you guys later.